Yay. See, if you're not technically inclined as I am not, you can do this business. Oh, and thank you, Kathy. Yes, I am going to do that. Very good. Thank you for reminding me. I have to undisable that as well. Give me 1 second. All right, so if you guys can refrain just from chatting while I'm presenting, it makes it a little bit hard to, I can't answer questions during the presentation. It'll go a lot quicker. Once we're done, then I can answer questions, or the person who invited you to this presentation can certainly answer any questions for you. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Danielle Rich, and I live in Killingworth, Connecticut. I was introduced to Kivana April of 2011. Some of you that were invited today I know came off of an ad that we posted in Craigslist, so thank you for joining us. Others have been invited by friends or family that are in Kivana, so welcome to all of you. I just want to make this an informational thing today where you get to see what the opportunity is, and if it's something that really excites you like it did for my husband and I, then it's something that we can pursue further and have you join our really fast-growing team here in the US. Kivana is a pharmaceutical grade natural products company. And what that means is we have the highest standards for safety and efficacy for our products. And we put out products to the world that are pretty unique and products that have not been seen before in the industry. So we don't do products like fish oils and multivitamins. We do cutting edge products and cutting edge science. Everything is backed by science. We're located in Provo, Utah. As I mentioned, we're just shy of 3 years old. And we're doing some record-breaking sales. My husband and I were introduced to this company. I want to give you my story so you understand why on noon, 12 o'clock noon during the week that I'm actually home instead of behind a desk as I was as a corporate sales manager for years, is my husband and I ended up opening up a construction company years ago. We own several small businesses in Connecticut. I'm a licensed realtor as well. And things got really rough for us about 2 years ago. The economy started to tank for us, and things really dramatically slowed down for real estate and for building. And that was our main breadwinner. That was what was bringing in our income. And just many of you who are listening, I know what you know what the economy has done and how hard it's been to maintain our bills, our lifestyle, etc. And we ended up, unfortunately, in foreclosure after 7 months of no jobs for construction. So it was a really rough time for us. A lot of dark days, a lot of no fun. We have 2 children and a mortgage and bills and all that good stuff. So what happened was last April, our accountants came to us. They're very good friends, but they're also our accountants for years. And we trust Debbie and Lou. They're from Guilford, Connecticut. And they said, you need to take a look at this company called Kivana. Now, let me preface this. I was not interested in getting involved in anything that had to do with direct sales because I just thought I had no time running 3 small businesses. But when I saw that it was something that I could, for a very, very small amount of time a week, 5-10 hours a week, that I could start generating some income on my free time, not on someone else's time, I thought, you know what, we'll give it a shot. And my husband and I really didn't know where this was going to lead. What's happened in the last 15 months is that we have gone on to grow our paycheck to over 5 figures a month, and we have people all over the country that are on our team that are building Kivana businesses. So it's a really exciting thing. I wish I had known about this industry 20 years ago. It would have saved us a lot of heartache. This is a fantastic company, and I'm just going to give you some details. And from there, if it's exciting for you, then we welcome you to our team. And if not, you may want to just try our incredible products. The products have been life-changing for many people in our company. Experts predict that Kivana is going to be the largest natural product company in the world. And for me, that was a big statement to have to hear because I'm in sales, and I thought, you know, I need some data to back that up. And so here's the data. There have been over 50,000 direct sales companies since the first one was launched. In 1885, Avon was launched. And it's incredible that Kivana is one of the few that is breaking the records of all the companies that have made it to that billion-dollar mark, the Avons and the Primerica and Herbalife. How quickly we've grown to over 50 million in sales is really says something about the strength of our company, the efficacy of our products, and what a great opportunity this is. This is a ground floor thing. So one thing I did know being in business is if you don't get into one of these companies early, it makes it difficult to really be able to build long-term residual income. And I knew the timing was huge that we were getting in before anyone knew about it, which was really exciting for me. Top 7 reasons for getting into direct selling. Again, having not done this before, I was kind of like, my mother did Arbonne, my mother did Monavie, and those are great companies with great products, but I didn't want to do home parties and I didn't want to have tastings. That wasn't my thing. You certainly can do that in Kivana. I'm all about finding people who need help making a paycheck. And that's what I love about this business. I get to help people on a daily basis. It's a very, very good feeling type of business to be in. So here's what excited me. The Wall Street Journal, last June put out a 40-page supplement about direct sales and talking about how Warren Buffett and Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki and Susie Orman were all really touting this industry and how it was growing by leaps and bounds during an economic crisis. And that really was telling to me. So while everyone else was kind of going down, direct sales companies were going up in the stock market, which was very intriguing. And here are some of the reasons why people really love coming into a direct sales business. One is it's a home-based business with large tax write-offs. I have some really great true testimonies now of the write-offs that some of the people on my team have gotten because of being in a direct sales company. There's over 158 tax write-offs. I'll use my parents as an example. They're realtors. They've been hit very hard in this economy. They did not want to hear about Kivana, but now they are platinum pros in the company. They've won a car. They're doing incredible, and they're still building their Kivana business while they're still working full-time in real estate, and my mother runs a boutique. And they're in their 60s. But when they went to file their taxes this April, my father said to his accountant, tell me what my refund would have been before the home-based business tax write-off. And so his refund would have been $2,000. And after the refund and adding the home-based business tax advantage to all of his Kivana stuff that had happened last year, all of his write-offs ended up bringing them home $9,000. So it was a $7,000 difference. So this is an incredible way to lower your tax burden. You don't have to be in Kivana, but any direct sales company will allow you to take those tax benefits. So that's a huge for a lot of people. For Don and I, we owed half of what we normally do. That was awesome. So we were very excited about that. Choose your own part-time hours. We're all busy executives. We're all busy moms, dads. Everyone has a big life going on, and it seems like there's never time for anything else. But this business can really be built while you're living your life and doing everything you do. And as you can see, I'm going to do this webinar today. I have one meeting tonight at 7:30, and the rest of my day I can enjoy because I've been able to grow my business to the point where I was able to sell our gym and I was able to sell my lash business. So those two businesses are gone. I've been 30 days free of those two, and that's because I put in 14 months of sacrifice, and it's been so worth it. It will not interfere with your current job. Like I said, most of us have the business. If you're a realtor, if you're an insurance broker, if you're a hairstylist, so many people are naturally networking with people every day. And so you can really work the business into your day anyway. Grow your monthly income over a period of time. I have people, my average person on my team is making $2,000 to $3,000 a month for 5 to 10 hours a week. And that's an average. That's not a be-all, end-all. There are people who are making less or people making way more. The beauty is there's no cap on your income, and you can grow it to whatever level you want. So if you're a go-getter and you see what I saw, and you're like me, you can take this to the moon if you want. Work a finite amount of time because of timing. We're going to talk about that in a little while. That was my main reason for joining, was the timing of this. I wanted to be in while everyone was asleep at the wheel. And the income you can bring in is unlimited. Yes, you can. $1 million a month is the highest they pay out. Who knows who will make that kind of money. That doesn't excite me. What excites me is being debt-free and being able to live my life and have time with my children and with my husband and be able to go to the gym and do the things that I've given up over the years as a full-time employee. Become debt-free. A lot of us are starting to pay off a lot of debt, so that's exciting. We have a tax deductor in your back office, and that is something that is really used by many of us to track our expenses, so it's very easy at the end of the year to get all of your tax write-offs. Just a nice thing that the company does in your back office. This is very Jetson-style business. This isn't the old-school Flintstones, so you don't have to stock product in your house. You don't have to write receipts. You don't have to do shipping. Everything's done for you. That's what I love about the business. These are our founders. These 5 founders have run some of the biggest companies in the world. That's important when you're looking at a direct sales company. People who know me well know that Don and I don't do things on a small scale. So we wanted to be in a company that was, just doing things that kind of above the rest, above average, somebody that was striving, a company that was striving to do more and be more. And that's what these guys are. They have run companies like Nu Skin, Zango, Tahitian Noni, McKesson, Nature's Way, Novell. These guys have branded some of the largest companies in the world. They're an incredible management team. Kivana is capitalized to the tune of millions. We're one of the strongest companies out there. And our CEO, Derek Hall, he's got a very impressive record and resume. The pedigree of the people coming in, our doctors and our research scientists are really incredible as well. And that's because of our management team. So just so you know, Kivana is debt-free and cash flow positive since day one. That's important in this economy to know that we have no notes and no bank loans, and we are a very strong company. Another thing you need to know is that Derek Hall ran the largest pharmaceutical company in the world. He took them from 10 billion to 23 billion in less than 10 years with no mergers or acquisitions. So really exciting to have someone who's done this many, many times and built companies from nothing, from non-existence to multi-million and billion-dollar status. He left McKesson after 25 years there because he wanted to open a nutraceutical division. He saw that the world was shifting away from pharmaceuticals, and there was a little bit of a conflict of interest there. So he said, you know what, I'm going to walk away and I'm going to go to Nature's Way. We all know Nature's Way now is one of the biggest companies on the market. You see them in CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, etc. But when Derek Hall got involved, they were a fledgling company barely making a profit. They are now the second largest retail brand in the world. They do over 700 million a year in sales. So really exciting to see what he can do with companies. I'm also going to show you a magazine, a national magazine that we have been featured in as a company. And Derek Hall on the last page talks about how he's taken companies from messes to million and multi-million and billion-dollar status. And this is his legacy. This is his last run. He wants to build this company for his children and grandchildren. He's got a 50-year plan for this company. So we are not going anywhere. We're going to be a world leader in natural products. We brought in some of the best doctors in the world. This was another thing that impressed me. Having the #1 doctor for metabolism and the #1 doctor in natural products was pretty big. That's a big statement to make as a company. So what Kivana does is we don't do endorsements. These are the actual doctors that created these products and spent their life and their career creating and doing the research behind the products that we are bringing to the market. So Kivana is just licensing these products out to the world. We have the worldwide exclusive rights to all of these systems, and every year we're bringing out new systems and launching new systems that have to do with up to 99% of the maladies in the world, and we're going to talk about those phenomenal product systems in a moment. Dr. Lowe is the #1 naturopath in the world. He's got his own show on PBS. He's a world-renowned naturopathic physician. He's the chairman of our scientific advisory board. And what an incredible man. If you Google the things he's done, he started the bioidentical hormone revolution. So you'll probably know who he is just from that. Dr. Donald Layman is the #1 doctor in the world for metabolism. They call him the father of metabolism. He's the one who actually created the new plate look. So when you see that the food pyramid is gone, the USDA now adopted Dr. Layman's research and his new plate look because obesity has been just skyrocketing. So he is world recognized. He's got over 97 peer reviews in his lifetime. And I actually knew who he was before I got into Kivana because of my issues with my thyroid over the years. So I had already seen his name over and over while I was kind of Googling and trying to figure out how to fix my Hashimoto's disease. And when I heard he was in, that really sparked me to take a look. We have Dr. Isaac Ilias, and we have Dr. Norm Horde, two incredible doctors as well. Dr. Ilias is who I call the Dr. Oz of our company. He's an MD, but he knows that clinical herbology is where it's at. And so natural medicine meeting traditional medicine. If you turn on the TV, that's all you hear now on the doctors and on Dr. Oz's show, is that we've got to go back to getting off of synthetic products and off of chemicals and pollutants. We need to get back to what's come from the earth, what's natural for our bodies, to get truly healthy and to boost our immunity and to have longevity, truly. We have a bunch of amazing gold medal Olympians in our company, and this is the first time in direct sales history where there are 10 gold medalists, gold champions in our company, and these are not endorsers as well. So right now, if you're watching the Olympics that's starting, Bart Connor and Nadia Comaneci are married, and they just did an Oprah interview, and they're going to be emceeing the gymnastics portion of the Olympics, and they are IBOs, independent business owners in Kivana, and they are my business partners, as well as Micah Ruzioni, Dan Jansen, Bonnie Blair. I had the pleasure of meeting them all, working with them all on phone calls. So you get to be a part of this team, and we are the fastest growing team in the company, which is very exciting. And they actually just launched a magazine. I hope you can see this. called Prosper. This is a national magazine that we were featured in, and it shows all of them on the front. And then quite a few of the other ones were interviewed on the inside. And it talks about how they believe that Kivana will be an international sensation in the marketplace for natural products. And they wanted to be a part of this on the ground floor. And it's exciting to work with them. So if you have a chance to look at this magazine, it's a big, big deal. And there's so much great information in here. Another thing I want to show you in the magazine is someone who's actually working in our company as an independent business owner. But he ran the largest insurance company in the world, Merrill Lynch. Don Brindley. Don Brindley is one of our business partners. Oh, let me see if I can get in there. There he is, him and his wife. Don Brindley's story is he came into Kivana 65 pounds overweight. He came in 4 times a day on insulin and blood pressure through the roof. He had gotten to the point in his life where he believed that he was always going to be not healthy. And once he started the products, he actually is off all of his insulin. He lost 65 pounds. He's off his blood pressure meds and has not felt this good in years. And he started building a business in Kivana. And this man is worth millions and millions of dollars. And so to see someone come in and change their health like that is not atypical. It's quite typical of what we see happening really truly across the entire U.S. and the other 4 countries we're in. So that's what you get to be a part of when you join Kivana. We have pro athletes using NFL players. We have bodybuilders, ultimate fighters, boxers. We have quite a few athletes coming in. We have David Ledbetter, the #1 golf pro trainer in the world. He just helped release our new sports and athletic endurance system, which is coming out this week. So a lot of exciting stuff happening with pro athletes across the U.S. and Canada. Here's some of our systems. I want to show you the 3 systems briefly that we have on the market. We have 4 other systems that are complete and ready to go, which is going to give us long-term sustainability. Everything is cutting edge and backed by science and human clinical trials. The first is metabolic. What this is a 90-day program to correct metabolism. We are the only metabolism correcting product on the market. And what our company did was take Dr. Lehman's research and his product, and all we do is license it out to the world. He's the one who did all of 32 years of research on this. And what he found was there was a way to put lean muscle mass on the body. I actually spoke with him 2 days ago, and he is actually, they're doing research on muscle wasting diseases now. And although the research has not been published yet, people with muscle wasting diseases can actually use our products, our shakes and our bars to slow down the muscle wasting process, which is incredible. It's all science-based and it's all natural. No chemicals, no fillers, nothing. There's no more cravings. It stabilizes your blood sugar. You burn fat and build muscle. It's a 4-part system. We have incredible protein bars. We have incredible shakes that are meal replacements. So no need to feel hungry an hour later. These are up to 4 hours of filling your body, giving you everything you need to feel fantastic. And it's 29 grams of protein in the shake, 30 grams of protein in the bar. The bars taste like heaven. And when things taste good, people stay on it. And the whole point is we want to get your metabolism we want to put as much muscle on your body as possible. And the side effect of having muscle on the body is you burn more calories and you change your body composition. It's an incredible system. Incredible testimonies coming out from this product. There was nothing else like it on the market. Metabolic Boost and Resist. The Boost is our thermogenic fat burner. It's one of my favorites. It accelerates metabolism. It burns calories. It keeps you from feeling hungry. And you do that 30 minutes before your meals. And the Metabolic Resist blocks the sugar receptors on your tongue. So if you do want to have cookies or candy or cake and you take this pill first, it's all natural, it melts on your tongue, it actually represses your cravings. But if you go ahead and take a bite, it's going to taste like cardboard. And you can have a lot of fun with your friends with this. I did it to my 14-year-old daughter. She was very angry because my brownies tasted really gross. All right, so that's our first system. Second system is the core system. This is one of my favorite systems that we have on the market because this is the one that changed my husband's life, my mom's life. Our health has been dramatically improved on this. The part of the system that I love about the core is that it hits these 4 things. It hits digestive health, immunity, so it boosts immunity. It helps with pain and inflammation, being able to reduce inflammation and pain in the body. And it helps with detoxifying the body's tissues, which is so critical right now with all the toxins in our environment. So this is really going to slow down the aging process. What our products actually do are 3 things. They slow down the aging process. They dramatically reduce the need for pharmaceutical products, and they extend the lifespan. So that's what Kivana does in a nutshell. Our probiotic is patented and has a triple acid resistant layer, which is a really incredible thing because that delivery system is what gets that probiotic down to your lower intestine, and that is where your digestive health begins. That's where 90% of your immunity is. This is critical for everyone to have good bacteria in their gut. The second is core defense. The third is core detox. Core defense is 6 medicinal mushrooms. Mushrooms have been used for centuries, but they boost immunity and they help kill off or up the white killer T cells in your body. So we're boosting immunity and we're helping protect you and really help build immunity. My husband has not been sick once in 15 months, and we have 2 children, so it's really exciting. And I, with an autoimmune disease, always getting sick, have seen my amount of sickness go way down. So it's been exciting to see our immunity be boosted. Core detox gets rid of lead, mercury, arsenic, aluminum, cadmium, radioactive elements. This is able to take out of the body's tissues and go through the waste. It takes it out through your waste, and it's a really great way to chelate the body of all the toxins that are going on and floating around in our systems, which we all have. And we've had a lot of really great testimonies for ADD. I got a text message today, and I'm going to read it to you guys because this is what happens pretty much every day for me, is we get testimonies. By the way, I got a call from a Yale New Haven nurse who put her son, who has ADHD, on our detox, and she had to call me. Oh my God, what a difference with him. No meds. It's been about 3 weeks and her whole family has noticed a change in him. So that's what we do. That's the best part of this, being a business owner in Kivana, is we are changing the health of people all across the globe. So if you know people with ADD, that's a great product to put them on. I don't have ADD, but I definitely use it anyway because we all have heavy metals and toxins in our system. What a great way it changes your skin and makes you feel better all the way around. You can do that quarterly or you can take one a day. The last one is our Core Essentials. This is the one that changed my husband's life. About 3 weeks into being in the company and being on this product alone, my husband said to me, and he's a typical blue collar worker, has been a bodybuilder for years, is a contractor, has done everything he shouldn't do to his body as far as beating it up. No drugs, no smoking, no alcohol. Always ate right, but he put a pretty big hurting on his joints and his body. And he caught Lyme disease. We didn't know he had Lyme disease, and after about 7-8 years, they believe it went that long. He was in so much pain he couldn't sleep at night, couldn't lay on one shoulder, couldn't lay on the other. His arthritis went through the roof, and we took him everywhere for help. And this is the first product that has made remarkable progress for him. He went from about an 11 on a scale of 1 to 10 in pain down to a 2 or 3. He takes 3 of these a day. I use this as well for my thyroid issue. I have quite a few people who love this product. This is doing record-breaking sales. And what this is a little packet that looks like a pixie stick. You pour it on your tongue. It's sublingual. It's into your bloodstream within 5 to 10 minutes. If you have inflammation, arthritis, pain, asthma, allergies, any of these issues, it really can truly help. It's an all-natural Chinese herb called Gynostema pentaphyllum. Dr. Oz talked about Gynostema pentaphyllum twice in 2011 on his show as being the most powerful herb right now on the face of earth known to man. And Kivana was the first company to put it on the market. If you deal with depression, fatigue, anxiety, gout, gastritis, gallstones, there are so many things that this helps with. Restless leg syndrome, the energy it gives, it helps you come off of your coffee. It's just a phenomenal herb to be on, and it gives you truly incredible health and longevity. And so what this was discovered was in 1972, they discovered that all of these people that were living to 90, 100, 110 years old in central China were actually steeping the root of Gynostema pentaphyllum in their tea. It's a wild growing vine. And we were able to put it in a sublingual form. We were the first company to bring it to the world in a palatable form. It's a very bitter tasting tea. So if you do know the tea, it's about $60 a box. It's very expensive and it does not taste yummy, but it has incredible medicinal benefits. So this is a product you're definitely going to want to try. It's been amazing to see the results across the board with my whole family. Here are some results. We're going to go through these quickly. We've got Barb, this is a 9-week photo. She did the core and the metabolic, and she went from 280 in cholesterol down to 138. And if you look at the bottom, most important thing, 11 medications, some of them pretty heavy duty, Lipitor and Darvocet and Zoloft off of all of her 11 medications. Cindy Helton off 9 medications, was spending, she said, $600 a month, but this says $450 to $500 a month, but I heard her on a national call the other day saying it was almost $600 a month. Charlie Palmer off 3 meds for blood pressure. Jennifer Martin, one of my favorites, I think she's watching right now. Jennifer's down in Florida. She lost over 100 pounds, is now doing triathlons, and I always say that is not her mother in the left-hand picture. That is her prior to Kivana. And she's actually in Prosper Magazine. She was featured. She's absolutely beautiful, and she's growing an incredible team. When products work, you don't need to go after customers. They come after you, and that's exactly what's happening. We have over 1,100 customers and business builders on our team in less than a year just because the products work. So I feel very blessed to be in this business. This is a 55-pound weight loss in 90 days. This is not his end-all be-all. This is just his 90-day photo, and he won our individual grand prize. Every year we give away a cruise or some type of great vacation. So James lost 55 pounds in 90 days. This is the team grand prize last year. Steve and Missy Deer from Tennessee, they become wonderful friends of ours, and we love them. It's another great benefit of this business. You make friends all over the globe, which is really cool. And Steve and Missy have lost over 210 pounds combined, and they're writing a book about their experience. And she and Steve actually look even better than that photo. I have to put an updated photo. She's almost a size 6 now, which is unbelievable. Here's our last system we just launched in February, called Prime. This is the most important one, I believe, that we've launched because this is going to save lives all over the globe. Any risk factor for cardiovascular disease, meaning stroke and heart attack and premature aging of the blood vessels, narrowing of your blood vessels, is associated with the loss of nitric oxide. And I never really understood what nitric oxide was until this product came out. In 1998, there was a Nobel Prize that was released, or was awarded, excuse me, to these 3 scientists for the discovery of nitric oxide, which is a signaling molecule that actually in your veins, in the wall, the endothelial wall of your vein, there's actually nitric oxide. And when it's being produced at a normal level, your artery walls stay nice and elastic, and they stay open. But as nitric oxide over the years starts to decline, as we get older, our nitric oxide level goes down. It steadily declines, and what happens is we get premature narrowing of our vessels and arteries. So let me just explain what this is, and you'll see how powerful this is of a product. The discovery of nitric oxide is one of the most important in the history of cardiovascular medicine. That's from the president of the American Heart Association. Nitric oxide is the body's way of protecting against cardiovascular disease. I had an African-American woman come up to me after a meeting, and she said, I want to join this company alone just for the Prime. She goes, because she said, my people are so afflicted with stroke and heart attack. She said, this is so critical that people know this product is on the market. Now, there are other nitric oxide products on the market. This was 7 years in the making. There was nothing like our product on the market there are other products on the market that are nitric oxide, but there was nothing like it that compares to how our product works. We use over 8 pathways to actually produce nitric oxide in the system. And so really everything else on the market uses one, and we use all the known pathways in the body to produce nitric oxide naturally. And this is what your arteries look like when they're narrowed, and this looks what they look like when they're dilated. So after taking 1 packet, which is actually right here in my nightstand, I take this every morning. My husband and I do as well. We both take them, and you pour it on your tongue, and within 3 to 5 minutes, it starts to relax the arteries and expand the blood flow. And so what you're doing is actually putting the 8 known botanicals in the world. These are just botanicals. These are cherry seed extract and celery seed extract, all the top botanicals in the world that produce nitric oxide. And when you put them in the body, boom, the body starts to release and expand the arteries, and that's what creates the incredible blood flow throughout the body. Some of you are thinking to yourselves, what about high blood pressure? Absolutely. It's one of the main reasons why you want to take this product. I don't have high blood pressure, and I still take this product, and I'll explain why. So we're the first nitric oxide supplement to use all the body systems known to produce nitric oxide, not just L-arginine. That's important. And this was 7 years in development. You're going to slow the aging process with nitric oxide. Most importantly, you're going to improve circulation. They're going to relax and expand. And what happens when you get more blood flow? Your blood pressure naturally starts to regulate. So we have tons and tons and tons of incredible testimonies about blood pressure being regulated, people coming down off of their blood pressure meds. This maintains your blood pressure level. It combats premature cardiovascular aging. It improves normal sexual function. What does that mean? That means it increases libido. If you think your libido is decent, try some. It definitely gets blood flow down to the tissues that may not be getting the blood flow that they did when we were younger. It also helps with erectile dysfunction. So if you know what erectile dysfunction is, it's about blood flow being constricted. So this will help in that area as well. And it supports natural brain cell communication, memory, and healthy cognition. Bottom line is anyone who has low or depleted nitric oxide needs to be on this product to be able to keep their circulatory and vascular system healthy. And there are 3 testing strips that come with our system. This morning was the first day that I tested normal after 3 months on the product. So I was able to build up my reserves, and now I'm just going to take 1 a day for life. My husband and I both tested low, and he's tested normal about a month ago. It took me an extra month to get to where I am now, and I'm thrilled to know that I'm getting the blood flow 100% to my body. Let's talk a little bit and wrap this up about the business end and about the industry we're in. This is just not about products, okay? This is not about just saying to someone, oh, you need to try our products. This is going out and finding people who want to own mini Kivana businesses all across the globe. That's how ground floor we are. And these are the 3 demographics right now. Every demographic, it's the first time in history that the baby boomers, Generation X, and Generation Y have all chosen natural products before they choose a pharmaceutical. And that's a very, very big industry to go after, and that's a big market. So you've got baby boomers that want 3 things. They want their retirement. Unfortunately, 6% of retirees can actually afford to retire. That's a disgusting statistic. So that's why we have so many baby boomers on our team. They want a retirement, and they want to do it in the next 2 to 3 years. Second, baby boomers want, they want to look younger. They want to slow down the aging process. That's what our products do. And third, they want to be out of pain. They don't want to be slow and sluggish and not feeling good. I can tell you, when you have chronic pain in your body, it affects your whole life. My husband is a completely changed man. He laughs a lot more. We used to call him cranky because he was always in pain, and he was always grumpy. And now he's a happy guy. So exciting to see that's what the baby boomers want, is exactly what Kivana offers to them. Generation X and Y, the younger generations, my generation doesn't want to do what my grandparents did, be on 12, 13 medications. I refuse. And so I'm going to always choose natural products first. And then our children, the Y generation, they know more than we do. They're not going to go for that first. They're going to do everything organic and natural before they ever go towards something that's a chemical. So that's where the market is going, and it's happening in a big way. Right now, it's a $1.9 trillion market, health and wellness. It's been growing by leaps and bounds. And here's the countries that Kivana's in. This is exciting. The U.S. and Puerto Rico, Canada, Mexico, Vietnam, which is doing incredible sales, and Germany just opened for pre-sales. So we're in 5 countries. If you know anyone in those countries, it's ground floor for all of them. You can build a team in any country that I just mentioned. One of the guys on my team, Eddie, he just, 18-year-old entrepreneur, just signed in the first person ever on our team from Vietnam, which is so exciting. So we have an international team. I think Eddie is on as well. And then we're moving into the next bunch of countries I'm going to mention. We are currently opening, so it's going to take time. Each one is different, but for right now, we're opening Thailand. We're opening Brazil in the next 3 to 6 months. Taiwan will be within 10 months. That's a massive market. The Asian Pacific Rim, they love natural products. And then we're moving in no specific order into Japan and China, the UK, India, Malaysia, Russia, and 2 more, the Philippines and Australia. So that's where we're currently working, which is very exciting. So when I tell you guys ground floor, ground floor. If you know people in those countries, we can build a team right over the internet and start getting them up and running. It's a really fun business. You don't need any background in anything to do this business. We train you and we teach you. You just have to like people. So if you don't like people, you're going to meet a lot of people. The nutrition industry is growing by leaps and bounds. I mentioned this. It's the only thing growing through recession by the billions, as you can see. But what's weird is we're seeing more sickness and more illness. And why is that? Bodies are becoming more toxic. Our immune systems are breaking down. The endocrine system, all of the things, the electromagnetic waves, the radiation, everything that's hitting our bodies is just too much. So Kivana wants to put products on the market that help strengthen the immune system and help the immune system to be able to fight off all of the things that are coming at it daily and really get you working on all 8 cylinders. This is obesity back in '85. As you can see, it wasn't bad. But what happened? Look at 2008. It is a widespread epidemic. It's a really scary thing what we're seeing. Diabetes is through the roof. Our children, we're seeing higher rates of cancer in children like we've never seen before. So there is a need. There's an absolute need for these types of products. Here's my favorite slide. This is the one that, as a businesswoman, I said, I can't miss this. I will regret this if I don't at least give it a shot. It was too low risk for us not to. This is called momentum, and that's what Kivana is heading into. And I was like, what is momentum? Well, Nike went through momentum, and many companies have gone through momentum. It's a 3 to 5 year run where a company goes through a massive sales explosion. It's where they do volumes of 10 or 20% a month in and month out for up to 5 years. Some companies have done 5 to 7 years. But when a company goes through momentum, it's a phenomenon where literally overnight everyone wants to be involved. And some of the companies I mentioned, Herbalife, they have $3 billion in sales a year, and they have over 3 million distributors. Nu Skin does $1.5 billion a year and have over 1 million distributors. Avon has $10.9 billion a year in sales and has over 5 million distributors. So Kivana is predicted to be a $3 to $5 billion a year company. I believe with every fiber of my being that we will be a $4 or $5 billion a year company. And I believe with every fiber of my being, someone who gets in now cannot fail unless they quit, because we are in the right place at the right time. And some businesses take longer to get off the ground, and some come right off out of the gates, and you make money overnight. Many of us have made thousands of dollars in our first month. I made $7,000 in my first month. But if you stick with this and you work with me and the team, you can build a paycheck and a business in Kivana that will be very successful. And as we enter momentum, you will watch your business really, truly ride a wave. And that's what was exciting. That is that little vertical line that you see is what momentum looks like on paper. And it's one of the 4 stages of growth of a company. And many companies don't get to go through this. Kivana is slated to go through momentum fall or winter of this year. We are so close to that $60 million mark. And let me give you some examples. Melaleuca went through momentum at $59 million. 47 million Nu Skin went through momentum. So many companies between 40 and 60 million have enough buzz and enough branding that their sales start to go through the roof. And so anyone who's an average person can build an incredible paycheck. And when you go through momentum, you can watch your paycheck do some great things. That is where wealth is built. There are some of you watching today who will go on to become wealthy. That will take the sacrifice that I'm putting in. That will take more effort than the average person in our business. But understand, I've never seen anything like this before. I've never been able in any of the companies I've been in to make as much money as I'm worth, as much money as I work hard for. And the beauty is after we're done building in the next 3-4 years, we're going to be able to walk away. Our businesses will be running on their own, and we're going to be able to enjoy our lives in a way we've never been able to before. You will continue to make paychecks on what you build now for as many years as Kivana is around, and we're slated to be a 50-year company or more. So these are willable, sellable, transferable positions. There is no downside to joining Kivana and giving it a whirl. What Don and I did is we said, okay, we don't have the money to join. Last year it was even hard to put groceries in the house, but we borrowed the money. It took us 3 days to get it. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was money that we didn't have. And in 4 days, all I did was pick up the phone and ask everyone I knew and loved to take a look, and started building an incredible team and made our money back in 4 days. And we have gone on to take our initial investment and turn it over 98 times. So if you want to do something and put your money where it's going to give you a huge return on investment, then we start building a Kivana business with you. And I don't care where you are in the U.S., you're in the right place at the right time. So let's wrap this up. It's a ground floor opportunity, powerful money-making opportunity, full-time income with part-time effort, own your own business without the risk, and you're going to create a real asset that you can pass down to your children and grandchildren if that's where you take it. No inventory, no bookkeeping, no shipping. I love that. You make money 7 ways in Kivana. We don't get into that over on our first day, but once you're in, I teach you all this. It's a lot of fun to figure out where you're making your money and how you're making it. Every Friday at 4 o'clock, we get paid. How to get started. This is it. And yeah, now that I'm making money, $1,000 doesn't seem like a lot, but I understand that it's a lot of money for a lot of us. So many Americans are hurting, but that's a reason why we joined, because we don't want to have to be to the point in our lives where $1,000 is a big deal. Because looking back, had we not taken this, we wouldn't be sitting in this house right now. We definitely would have lost our home to foreclosure. So our Kivana income took us out of foreclosure and is replacing all of the income that my husband was making in construction just by putting in some sweat equity. So if you want a spot in Kivana, it's $45 to join the company. You become an independent business owner. You immediately have your website up and running. We'll start working with you and training. It's a very simple business to do. And if you choose that you want to do the business, you have three options. You have a $500 level, a $1,000 level, and a $4,500 level. I know you guys can't see the $4,500. That's a brand new package. The $250, that's for someone who watched today who said, I'm not interested in doing the business, Danielle, but I need those products. My family isn't feeling well. I'm not feeling well. I need to get better. And so that is a total health pack. And that's for someone who says, I want to try all three systems for 30 days at the wholesale price. So we do sell a lot of those. I've had people who've done that feel so good and have such great results that they end up building a Kivana business by default, which is cool. Kathy Schoenberg is one of them from North Haven, Connecticut. She has now 22 people she signed in, and she has a great team. And she's making a great paycheck, but she never wanted to do the business. She went from a size 10 to a size 2, and her cholesterol went from 356 to 213 in 5 weeks, and it's even lower now. I just haven't gotten her new numbers. So if you choose to do the business like we did and you're like, no, I want to get in, I want to jump in, let's do this, then the 500 is your lowest level, the 1,000 is your middle, and the 4,500 is for someone who kind of can pick up the phone and get people to just join because of their presence in the business world. And that isn't a regular thing, but if you do know someone, we've had about 5 people sign in at the 4,500. But the $1,000 level and the 500, let me give you the differences so you can make an educated decision on what's best for you. The $500 level is a great level to come in at. It's going to give you $600 worth of products. So you're getting about $100 free to hand out samples. You're getting all your books, your DVDs, your brochures, everything you need to get started. It also gives you 4 weeks. I have to change this slide. It's 4 weeks instead of 6 weeks. 4 weeks of bonus money that you're qualified for. So when you come in, you're automatically a gold level in our company. I'm a diamond. Then there's platinum, then there's gold, then there's silver at the bottom. So you come in as a gold, and for 4 weeks, you're gold level. So as you do some sales and you build a team, you'll actually get gold level bonuses. It just helps bring more money in as you build your team. At the $1,000 level, which is the most important level I believe to come in at because it gives you such incredible bonus money, that level gives you $1,240 worth of products. So you're getting just a little over $240 worth free. You're getting more than you pay for. We want you feeling good on the press. You're going to start feeling good in the first few days and understand what we felt when we first started. You're also getting your books, your brochures, your DVDs, everything you need to get started. It's a huge box. And also you're getting 12 long weeks of Platinum Pro, which is 1 level below Diamond. It's a very high level. I only have 6 Platinum Pros out of 1,100. So understand it's high level bonuses that you qualify for as you build your team. And that's how Don and I in our first 12 weeks went on to make $17,000. So if you need to bring money in quickly, the $1,000 is well worth, and the return on your money is a lot faster than the 500. It doesn't affect you long term at the 500, and if that's the best you can do, you certainly can build a massive business in Kivana, so don't stress. Those are the 2 levels I recommend, but the $1,000 is certainly the best way to go. These are 30-day money back guaranteed. If you join our team and you are not happy with the support, you are not happy with the products, you can send it all back. You pay for shipping back. So to me, there's no way you can lose on this unless you don't plug in. It's been a phenomenal 15 months for us. We're very excited. Here are what the 3 packs look like, just briefly. And we're going to close it up. We're going to skip that slide. That's for when you come in. We're going to skip that slide. Forgive me. Here's the last thing I want to show you is residual income for a lifetime. So it says at Diamond level, if you go all the way over to the right, it says we should be at about $10,725 a month, and that is pretty correct. We're like between $995 and sometimes a little over 10 a month. So understand that it's completely doable, and I'm just a normal girl who's never done network marketing before. I just have a real enthusiasm for helping people and a passion for seeing people succeed, and I also have a passion to see people get healthy. And I think that there's so many people that need to get healthy that what a better business to be in. You get car bonuses. We're not going to hype these up, but we have car bonuses. Quite a few of us have the car now. And we give away trips. This year we're going to Italy, Greece, and Croatia, and there's still time to qualify for this. So some really good perks to being in the business. Of course, they're incenting you to build your business. Incredible training that's online, but also we are here to help you every day. This is a team business. You're not alone when you build your business. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining. Get back to the person who invited you. If you're ready to join today, we're ready to get started with you. And as I said earlier, what's coming the end of this year is going to be incredible. And we hope you'll go on the ride with us and make Kivana a global sensation. I'm very excited to have you join our team. And if you ever need me directly, you certainly can get a hold of me through Facebook. And I will be willing to spend some time with you and training you. So thank you so much. Have a great day and God bless.